Hi, I'm Cameron James Burkhardt, and this is my causal analysis essay review for shaping. And yeah, let's just jump right into it. So I got my first document here, right here, and this is my causal analysis for Slaughterhouse 5, my topic establishment, my argument standpoint, because for shaping that's something you have to establish. And so the topic that I was trying to address was how the progression of time and the introduction to Tralfamadorian time philosophy affected his attitude towards the events connected around him. So, for example, I said that he feels disconnected and referenced the mountain range of moments and tried to find a quote for that. And then at the end, you could see I did find quotes and came back, which I'll address later. And then I used the thesis super fun awesome sheet. I forget the actual title, but you can't exactly see it below. I guess the my editing software cut off the bottom of the capture, but I used the worksheet to establish a thesis that I could use, and it was, as the name stated, super awesome and fun. And you just had to go through the steps and all that stuff and establish, which was also a part of shaping. And then here's the actual thesis. So right here, my thesis states, Billy believes in neither the traditional sense of death or the progression of time, thus he feels disconnected from the events that occur around him, as well as indifferent about usually emotional circumstances. And I realize this is a little bit lengthy because the Hemingway app told me so. But I just I had to make a decision, for the better of my paper that, theses are usually lengthy and stuff like that, and they address many points. So I decided that, in order to cover all points and body paragraphs and all the information that I gathered, I kept that in there. And then also, since we weren't allowed to use outside sources other than the book, really, I put in my works cited here because, it was just the book. But as you saw on the earlier slide, I went back and found sources. I wrote them back in pen on my original argument. And, it's not like I just looked in the book. But, I did, but, I didn't spend, 5 minutes on it. I went back and I reviewed all that stuff. But, yeah, that's it for shaping, and thank you.